what is money? What does money buy us? What are jobs for us? What does it mean to have a business? People made all their money in SaaS businesses. But a SaaS business is just a kind of front-end software that sits on the internet. And if you just give it to a powerful AI and say, build me this, within a year from now, from today, we'll be in a system that it can copy anything, build any website. If you say, hey, Michael's built a really cool DEX and it's really different, I just give it to my AI and say, hey, copy Michael's DEX, but do it in Hindi because I think the market's bigger. And it'll say, no, don't do Hindi, do Indonesian because there's an underserved market. Off we go. Right? So you have no moat around any business anymore, unless it's a physical thing or a hardware manufacturer. Hardware manufacturers, look at Tesla, they're using robots.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, why Raoul believes the next 6 years are crucial for building wealth, how crypto adoption is reshaping global finance, the role of Bitcoin ETF, and the future of decentralized finance.
So it's a very complicated world. What are markets when you've got AGI? AGI is coming, whether it's in the next 2 years, 5 years, it's here. So if Moore's law dictates that computational power doubles every 2 years, what we're seeing is intelligence at AI level is doubling every year. So by next year, we're at 120 IQ now. Next year it's 240, then 480. Okay, this is la-la land. What are financial markets? This is going to do better than us. No point in us trying to trade. So, okay, fuck. This is a big issue, but I kind of think this is all going to end in a massive bubble because we only have one solution here, is to make as much money as you can in the next 5 or 6 years. Now, I'm not saying 2030 is the absolute date, could be 2032, whatever, but we have a very limited period of time where we've been given the gift of an opportunity. Invest in our demise via the technology or invest in the new infrastructure layer with crypto. And I think as humans are replaced out of the workforce, they'll become more speculative in nature and more community-driven. We've seen this testing with meme coins. We've seen it testing with NFTs. We've seen it. There's a whole bunch of ways. We are basically speed testing a future for humanity, which is based around community, maybe speculation. I mean, we've seen the rise of predictive markets. We've seen the rise of sports betting. These things have come huge. But the more free time humans have and less ability to control their income, the more likely they're going to do that, even if universal basic equity arrives. So that's why it is a very important and very real thing is we don't have any time.
Bitcoin surged to a record-breaking high of $107,000, reflecting a nearly 6% increase over the past week. This unprecedented rally was fueled by President-elect Donald Trump's proposal to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve, modeled after the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The announcement has sparked optimism within the cryptocurrency market, signaling a potential shift toward a more favorable regulatory environment under Trump's administration. Trump's pro-crypto stance has been widely welcomed, with his vision of integrating Bitcoin into the national strategic reserves, marking a historic milestone in the recognition of digital assets at a government level. Analysts suggest this policy could enhance Bitcoin's legitimacy. Adding to the momentum are expectations of another U.S. Federal Reserve interest rate cut, as lower rates typically favor risk assets like Bitcoin. The rally also received a boost from the inclusion of MicroStrategy in the NASDAQ 100 index, a landmark event highlighting the growing institutional acceptance of Bitcoin. BTC touched an all-time high again after 10 days of consolidation. It seems to have marked its support over $2 trillion market cap, making it the 7th largest asset in the world by market cap, with Amazon and Google being less than 15% away, it said. Bitcoin's leap beyond the $107,000 mark follows a steady 7-week winning streak, underscoring the cryptocurrency's robust fundamentals. Raoul, CEO of Zepe, noted that Bitcoin's milestone reflects its evolution into a legitimate asset class. Bitcoin is now effectively one of the top 10 most valued assets globally, ranking above most commodities and corporations, Pejitapati said. He also highlighted that the total crypto market capitalization has crossed $3.5 trillion, underscoring the scale of adoption. Similarly, Tanvi Kanchan, head of strategy at Anand Rathi Shares and Stockbrokers, highlighting the broader implications of these developments, said, the proposed strategic Bitcoin reserve and increasing corporate treasury integration signify a shift toward mainstream adoption.
This is by far the most powerful technology the world has ever seen.
I agree.
By a long way. More so than I think the splitting of the atom. I mean, this is unbelievable what is happening. So it's going to change the nature of work. But we're humans, we still need a purpose. We still enjoy, we're social creatures. We are apes. We're social creatures. We like to be around other people. We like a commonality of mind. We like a commonality of purpose. What is incredible is Web3 enables us to coalesce around these ideas and also to make money from them. So let's say you're a Manchester United fan.
Rough times, man.
Sorry?
The rough times currently.
Yeah. But if you were passionate about that society, you could participate in their token system and work for the growth of the club, the economic growth of the club, and you participate in it. Okay, so now you've switched a hobby to now earning money. Let's say you're a Taylor Swift fan. Same thing. Taylor Swift's economy is so big that she made $1 billion from touring because she doesn't make any money from streaming sales. But she moved the US economy, the UK economy, the Singapore economy, and the US economy so much so that all the central banks talked about the Taylor Swift effect. So what is our economy worth? 100 billion? 200 billion? Maybe more. So if that was tokenized and you could participate, imagine if you got her early when you first discovered her and you owned the tokens. Isn't that not the same as owning Doge when it first launched? Right? These are all we are testing this. So we will find that it could be around charitable purpose. It could be, and it will be multiple communities. So we're already testing this in meme coins. You can be a member of one community, another community. You can speculate in a third community. You're active in another one. We saw that in NFTs, all the same thing. And the other thing humans will do is gravitate to be around other humans. So life experiences, nature, stuff like that becomes more valuable to us because we're living so much of our life online. So, we have an easy conversation because we met in person. So therefore we kind of know each other, we've hung around, and that human bond is actually stronger than the bond of Zoom calls. Mm-hmm. And so I think humans will gravitate towards that. So basically what I'm saying is humans are adaptive. So then when you ask a friend who's got young kids that are, let's say, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, because they're going to come into a world which is entirely different, where a degree university means nothing. And you ask the kids, what do they want to be? And they want to be influencers. And we roll our eyes and go, this is ridiculous. Yet, in this future society, if you can create a community around you, you can create value. And so maybe they're self-adapting because they're seeing it online already. It's the 25-year-old who's pretty fucked. 20-year-old coming out of university. Okay, because they really don't know, and the force of this is going to hit them when they're trying to get into jobs. So they're going to either have to adapt like the young kids are, or they're going to have to invest everything they can into this. The 30-something-year-olds, they've kind of established themselves. They're doing 3 jobs. They're doing what they can. They'll invest in this space. They've been big investors in this space. So it's going to be fascinating, but society will adapt, but it will also create enormous societal pressures. That I think the next election, the biggest issue is going to be AI.
MicroStrategy has acquired 15,350 Bitcoin between December 9 and December 15 for approximately $1.5 billion at an average price of $100,386 per BTC. This latest purchase raises the company's total Bitcoin holdings to 400 and 39,000 BTC, valued at over $45 billion. The acquisition was financed through the sale of 3,884,712 Class A shares. To date, MicroStrategy has spent $27.1 billion on Bitcoin, with an average purchase price of $61,725 per coin. The recent purchase follows another major acquisition just a week earlier when MicroStrategy bought 21,550 BTC for $2.1 billion at an average price of $98,783 per Bitcoin. Over the last 6 weeks alone, the company has added $17.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, accounting for 39% of its total holdings. MicroStrategy's market cap has reached $92 billion, with its stock trading at a notable premium to its Bitcoin net asset value. MicroStrategy's executive chairman Michael Saylor has consistently expressed strong confidence in Bitcoin. "I'm sure that I will be buying Bitcoin at $1 million a coin, probably $1 billion a day of Bitcoin at $1 million a coin," he stated. The company uses a performance metric called Bitcoin yield, which measures Bitcoin growth relative to diluted shares. As of December 15, the year-to-date Bitcoin yield stood at 72.4%. On December 14, Nasdaq announced that MicroStrategy would join the Nasdaq 100 index on December 23. Analysts expect significant institutional buying as exchange-traded funds like QQQ are set to include the stock. Bloomberg analyst James Seyffart estimates that at least $2.1 billion worth of shares will be purchased. The company's stock price has surged more than 490% this year, closing at $408.67 last Friday and rising 3.5% in pre-market trading on Monday. Upcoming changes to accounting rules for digital assets in 2025 could bolster MicroStrategy's prospects. The new rules will allow companies to report gains when Bitcoin prices increase, improving financial visibility. Bernstein analysts argue that this rule change could enhance MicroStrategy's chances of qualifying for the S&P 500 index, despite the software business's limited profitability. MicroStrategy now controls about 2.1% of Bitcoin's total 21 million supply. While some investors remain skeptical of the strategy's sustainability, citing potential price volatility, Bernstein analysts describe it as a high-conviction long-term approach. Bitcoin's price recently hit $107,000, adding to MicroStrategy's momentum. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.